How's it going, guys? G-Leftinant here and welcome to the 88 rated second inform Isco player review. Second inform for the season after scoring a free kick against Malaga, a very nice free kick. However, comparing his performances to last year, he had around 5 informs and obviously a team of the season. This year he only got himself the second inform very late in the season as well. There is still a chance to get another one, but that still doesn't prove his his form this season has been very poor, and so has Real Madrid's form. Obviously that does affect the player. But nevertheless got himself the second inform, and if you look at it, quite exceptional at some stats and quite terribly poor at other ones, to be quite honest. Starting off with the pace and physical, very poor. However, dribbling, shooting and passing are quite remarkable. Obviously 91 dribbling, 88 shooting, 87 passing, they're very good. Weak foot is also very poor, 3 stars. Work rate is quite good, high medium, just like any other offensive player, quite usable. And then 4-star skill moves also, which obviously does come in very handy. And looking further into the card, like I said, quite exceptional at some stats and very poor at others. Starting off with the pace, that's that falls into the poor category. Only 73 on a whole, 76 acceleration and 70 sprint speed. Wouldn't be pacey at all, would be very hard to use. Shooting, however, is great. 88 positioning, 93 finishing, 92 long shots. Shot power is also very low, but you do expect him to score some finish shots and also inside the box. Passing also quite phenomenal. 91 short passing, 90 long passing, 91 curve, 89 vision, very good. However, I do believe passing can be around 70 as well, and you'll be able to still put those balls through. That's just how passing is. Dribbling quite phenomenal. I do feel a bit I'm a bit surprised over agility and balance, quite low for a guy who's of his height. Could have been a bit higher, but it is what it is. Ball control, dribbling and composure, however, quite great. And the aerial ability isn't the best, only 57 heading accuracy and 68 jumping. And so is his physicality on a whole, stamina is quite decent, but strength and aggression quite low. He would be pushed aside very easily and not aggressive as well. And so starting off with this price, it's around 165 on PlayStation and around 170 on Xbox. And I do believe that it will fall a lot, at least around by 30-40k. I'm not a market expert, but I do believe it will fall a lot because it's 88 rated card and it's already very low. And the reason for that being is obviously his pace, which is very poor. It's just like other high rated cards in this game, Cruz and Busquets, who are very good, but they don't have that pace, and so they're not very usable at all. It's the same case, unfortunately. He's phenomenally good at shooting. His positioning is top quality. It's one of the best alongside other cards. It's 88 and he always stays on his positions. You always find him on his positions. Like you can see from the gameplay, he always helps to start those attacks. He always stays where he needs to stay, so that's great. But for me, I believe sometimes your cam can play as a third striker. So if you, for example, Alessandrini, for me, he does make those runs inside because he's very pacey, but this guy right here is not pacey at all, so that's a problem for him. But looking at his positives, like I said, passing quite phenomenal, quite good. That did some backheels for me very naturally, so that felt very nice. His finishing is also very good. They score a lot of goals inside the box and outside the box as well, but there is no shot power, so that is bad. Positioning, like I already said, one of the best. Ball control is also quite good, even though he doesn't have the best agility and balance. I'm not saying it's the best, obviously it's quite decent, but it's not the best. I did expect to be a lot better. It's not, however, but his ball control is very useful, does come in very handy. And looking at the negatives, we all know pace, like I said, very slow on the ball and off the ball. Did make those runs. For example, here you can see as well, he did make that run, but he doesn't have that pace. So I cannot run with you cannot run the ball with him in his feet, so that's a problem. His weak foot, not there, 3 stars. Obviously he would score some of them inside the box, but on a whole is very poor. We all know 3 stars. And so is his physicality on a whole, very bad. 66 strength, I believe, and it's same as the aggression, so that's very poor. And the cards I think are quite similar are Eriksen and Silva. I think Eriksen is very similar, but when it comes to the feeling, he's also not as agile and balanced, but obviously he's a bit faster. And Silva is also quite similar, but Silva has a lot better agility and balance. But that was it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.